Evening everyone, and welcome to the first Ask Leah for 2024, and I have such a great question to kick us off. It came from a leader in the water industry, so a government organisation, and this leader is an awesome leader, I know that. They are an awesome leader, they really care about their people. But their question was this: Leah, how do I get soft skills respected by other leaders and people in the organisation? You see, when I talk about dealing with the feelings of people, understanding emotions and what might be going on for people, and really caring and supporting the people that I lead, other leaders kind of roll their eyes. This is often a traditionally male-dominated industry, very technical, skill-focused. And when I talk about the people stuff, they roll their eyes and make comments such as, "We don't have time for that." And I can see that they dismiss it as the fluffy extra. What can I do? How can I explain to them or bring them on board to see that these skills aren't just soft and fluffy, they're actually really important? I love this question. I talk about this a lot. I've written about it in both of my books. It's why the topic of my first book is Soft is the New Hard. There is nothing soft and fluffy about these skills. We need to move away from calling them soft skills. I also talk about them in Steer Through the Storm. So let me share with you 4 key reasons why these skills, emotional intelligence, caring about people's feelings, supporting, all of the people stuff, is important to invest your time in. Actually, I will say it's essential. If you're not doing this, you are not a leader. Let me put it that frankly. You might be a manager, but you are not a leader. Here's why we need to care for and respect these skills. Number 1, they get results. So if you want to get your people doing their best work for you, you need to understand that it is people who drive performance. Now, they will not do their best work for you unless they want to do their best work for you. And the way to get people to perform at their best is to make them feel valued, supported, and cared for. Yes, you've still got to hold them accountable. Yes, you've still got to be clear with your expectations. Absolutely. But you've got to show them you care. I often have leaders come to me and say, "Oh, Leah, my team's performing, but I need them to step up. I need them to, perform at a higher standard." This is the key to unlocking that, folks. It's not beating them up with a stick. Make people feel valued and appreciated if you want to get the results. Number 2, it reduces people problems, and the people bit is the hardest part of what we do. So that comment that those leaders are making to you, "I don't have time to invest in dealing with the feelings of my people." You've heard me say it before, folks. You don't have time to not invest in this stuff, because if you do not invest in dealing with the feelings, problems, concerns of your people proactively, it'll cost you a truckload more time dealing with conflict, people problems, sick and stress leave, people leaving your organisation. People problems are reduced if we're having the conversations up front. If you're getting curious about why are people resisting the change, let me try to interrogate that up front so that I can change my messaging when I'm trying to get support. Because if I just go out there and steamroll, I'm going to have all this resistance and then get way more frustrated because I can't get the change and momentum I want. So you'll reduce people problems. Number 3, you attract and retain great people. Now, this is important given you're in the water industry. You cannot compete on price on the price you pay your staff compared to the private sector. You just can't. You need highly technical people. You need people with great skills. We have a skills shortage in many parts of Australia at the moment, particularly where you're from, in regional Victoria. If we want people to work for us and to want to come and work for us, if we want to retain those great people in our team, again, they have to feel cared for, supported. You want to be the team that people want to come to. And that, in a big way, is shaped by you as their leader. There's that old adage that people don't leave bad jobs, they leave poor leaders or poor managers, and it's really true to an extent. So if you don't care about this, get prepared to be frustrated with an even higher turnover of staff. It's even more important for leaders in government organisations to get this stuff right, because you can't compete on price. Number 4, there's so many more I could share, but I'm just going to keep it to 4 tonight, is a personal one. Okay, so yes, you want to get great results. Yes, you want your job as a leader to be easier so that you've got less people problems and people are cooperating and getting along. Yes, you want to attract and retain great staff, and they are personal too. They make your life easier as a leader. But the 4th one is about your future. If you want to future-proof your career as a leader, you actually have to work on developing these skills: your emotional intelligence, your communication, your people leadership, because it's hard to outsource and automate this stuff. We are seeing in the rise of AI, in the rise of so much technology, a lot of jobs of the past are no longer, or they won't be for much longer. The technical part, we can find a system for that. We can outsource that. But the people bit, that's what sets us apart from the robots. So if as a leader, you still want to have a job in the future, you still want to be hired and valued, this is essential skill development for you. It's the most important thing you can be investing in. So there's 4 for you tonight. There are so many more. Like I said, my favourite people to work with are the skeptics. So if you need this message conveyed in your workplace, feel free to share this video or get me in to have a chat, because I love helping people understand that the key to success, the key to high performance in your team is actually the people bit. It's the emotional intelligence and the soft skills. Until next week, folks, cheers.